Good evening again. John Augustine back again. Now, 1994. Some of you will remember that year, or you might, or you mightn't. No, you won't. This is a way to remind you of the events, those of you that were alive around that time, and adults, as the fellow says, and those that are not born, they might be interested. Now, in 1994, the incumbents, meaning those in charge in the government and in the arena, the president in 1994 was still Mary Robinson, first woman president, and the Taoiseach was Albert Reynolds, a marvellous Taoiseach stroke Prime Minister until the 15th of December 1994. And John Broton was elected of Fine Gael on the 15th of the 12th, 94. And Dick Spring until 15th of the 12th, 94. Taoiseach, Minister of Finance, he was the Taoiseach, Dick Spring. Bertie Pern, Fianna Fáil, Minister of Finance until the 15th of December 1994. And then Rory Quinn, Labour, elected, was Minister of Finance from the same date. And the Chief Justice, Thomas Finlay, resigned on the 16th of March 1994, and Liam Hamilton, the new Chief Justice, was from the 22nd of March 1994. There was no dissolution of the Dáil, and so the new Dáil, the 27th, was inaugurated. And the Senate was inaugurated on the Senate, the 20th Senate was also re-elected and started again. And the reason for Albert Reynolds' resignation, and also of leader of Fianna Fáil, was because Mr. Dick Spring, who was eternal shame in my book, on some pretext or another, about I think Mr. Wheelhill, the Attorney General, being nominated for I think the Supreme Court by Albert Reynolds, and he used that as the pretext to not support Albert Reynolds. And this was the reason he brought down the government, a marvellous government. And really, it was actually a disgrace. And there's something about it here. And the 16th of 11/94, the Fianna Fáil government collapsed by Dick Spring, Labour leader, advised by Mr. Fergus Finlay, notorious anti-Catholic bigot in my book. and writing in the Irish Examiner, he should be prosecuted for hate, which this government has brought in. He wouldn't be guilty of hatred of the Catholic faith, but they won't be prosecuted, will they? It'd be Catholics that be prosecuted defending the faith, not the ones causing all the harm. And Albert Reynolds, a great Taoiseach, Prime Minister, resigned as Taoiseach on the 17th of November, or was it December, 94. And on the 15th of the 12th, 94, John Broton, Fine Gael, was Taoiseach. With Labour, and it was called the Rainbow Government. Peculiar title. That's what the LGBT, the homosexual, lesbian, and whatever else it stands for, called himself the Rainbow something or another. Not a very good omen, was it? And yeah. So that's the business of 94. And we'll continue about it tomorrow, or maybe even later on this evening. We'll say another little bit about 94. But they're the main events that occurred. And Rory Quinn of Labour was elected new finance minister. Yeah. So you had Labour doing the dirt on Albert and Fianna Fáil. They should never have had to do with that party ever again, in my book. And he was, you didn't have much look after that. The Labour Party is only a shadow of itself now, and led by some other anti-Catholic individual, a woman, Bastic or Bustic or whatever it is, former lecturer in law in Trinity College. They all seem to graduate towards something from that particular business. Yeah. So we'll continue it later on this evening, perhaps. Another episode about 94, but that's enough to be contemplating, isn't it? It was a momentous year, not a good year in my opinion, from that point of view. But there's other good things happened, and we'll take the good. We'll take the good. When you do things like that on a government, you don't have much luck later on. Things go pear-shaped, don't they? And things have gone pear-shaped with the new leader of Fianna Fáil that was nominated, Mr. Micheál Martin. Just put that party back. It might disappear, and I think some of them, the like of Finlay, Fergus Finlay, would like to see it disappear. Yeah, and he's aiding and abetting that with the way he brought that party not to support life. Oh, what a dangerous thing to do, Mr. Martin. Now, you've destroyed Fianna Fáil in my book. I was in it and I liked it, but not when you were in charge, Mr. Martin. No, sorry, left it. The lighters have nothing to do with anything of that calibre ever again, as long as I live. Now, so there we are, 1994. And just ponder those things, those of you that remember it, and they were reminded of it. Bye now.